Welcome to Forgotten Mysteries. On a cold, stormy November night in 1975, a massive freighter vanished into the dark belly of Lake Superior without a distress call. The ship was the SS Edmund Fitzgerald, a giant of the Great Lakes, and its sudden disappearance has become legend. In pitch-black gloom, icy waves up to 30 feet high pounded the vessel as hurricane-force winds howled. Moments after radioing, "We're holding our own," the Fitzgerald and her 29 crew were gone, leaving nothing but debris and unanswered questions behind. Nearly 50 years later, the fate of the Edmund Fitzgerald remains one of the eeriest and most haunting mysteries of the Great Lakes, a chilling tale of tragedy, legend, and unanswered questions. Before we continue today's fascinating tale, may I kindly ask you to take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support is greatly appreciated and helps us continue uncovering history's most intriguing secrets. Now, let us continue. The story of the Edmund Fitzgerald began in 1958 when the Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company commissioned the largest ship ever to sail the Great Lakes. Built by Great Lakes Engineering Works in River Rouge, Michigan, this immense freighter stretched 729 feet long and was designed to haul iron ore. However, even her launch seemed troubled. It took multiple attempts to break the champagne bottle on her bow, and the ship became stuck on its blocks for half an hour, sending an ominous wave over spectators upon finally hitting the water. Many viewed these mishaps as a dark omen. Yet despite this rocky start, the Fitzgerald became an icon. Known affectionately as Big Fitz and Mighty Fitz, she quickly proved herself, routinely breaking shipping records. For 17 prosperous years, she carried enormous loads of iron ore from Minnesota's mines to the steel mills of the Great Lakes region, setting tonnage records and gaining a loyal following from lakefront communities. She was truly the pride of the fleet. On November 9, 1975, Captain Ernest McSorley, a seasoned Great Lakes mariner, guided the Fitzgerald out of Superior, Wisconsin. She was heavily loaded with more than 26,000 tons of taconite pellets destined for Detroit. Another freighter, the Arthur M. Anderson, departed from Minnesota around the same time, and the two vessels traveled roughly parallel paths, communicating by radio as storm warnings began to intensify. By that evening, a fierce winter storm rapidly developed over Lake Superior, escalating from a gale watch to a severe storm warning. Winds surged above 50 knots, and waves built to terrifying heights. Both ships adjusted course northward, seeking shelter near the Canadian shore, but the storm was relentless. Throughout the night, conditions deteriorated dramatically. By early afternoon the next day, Captain McSorley reported serious damage: fence rails destroyed, vents missing, and a dangerous list developing. Soon after, both radars failed, leaving the Fitzgerald blind amidst the raging storm. Despite mounting challenges, McSorley pressed onward, guided only by the Anderson, now following behind and tracking the Fitzgerald by radar. As darkness engulfed Lake Superior, conditions turned catastrophic. Around 7:10 p.m., the Anderson radioed McSorley, checking the Fitzgerald's status. The reply, though calm, would become hauntingly famous: "We are holding our own." Moments later, the Edmund Fitzgerald disappeared from radar entirely. No distress call, no signals, no warnings, just silence. The ship vanished so swiftly that none of her 29 crew members escaped. Subsequent searches revealed only scattered debris, lifeboats, hatch covers, and life jackets. Days later, sonar located the Fitzgerald resting on the lake bed in two large sections. Yet, remarkably, no bodies were ever recovered. Lake Superior, famously cold and unforgiving, had claimed them forever. Investigations and theories about the sinking have flourished over the years. Some speculate massive rogue waves, known locally as the Three Sisters, swamped the Fitzgerald. Others believe structural failure due to immense waves might have snapped her hull. The official Coast Guard investigation pointed to flooding through improperly secured hatch covers, though many dispute this finding. Another plausible theory suggests that the Fitzgerald unknowingly scraped an underwater shoal, causing hidden yet fatal damage to her hull. Yet no single theory explains every detail of the sinking, leaving many to believe a tragic combination of these factors doomed the ship, a perfect storm scenario. This lingering uncertainty has kept the Fitzgerald story shrouded in mystery. The tragedy sparked significant safety improvements across the Great Lakes, leading to enhanced storm forecasting, stricter cargo handling regulations, and mandatory emergency equipment on board freighters. But the Fitzgerald's enduring legacy lies equally in popular culture, notably through Gordon Lightfoot's legendary song, "The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald." Released shortly after the sinking, the song memorialized the event in haunting detail, ensuring that millions around the world knew the story. Each year on November 10th, the Fitzgerald's bronze bell, recovered from the wreck, is solemnly rung 29 times at memorial ceremonies, once for each sailor lost. These poignant commemorations remind us of the human cost behind maritime disasters and keep the memory of the Fitzgerald alive. Today, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald remains a powerful reminder of nature's relentless power and mystery, a ghostly legend etched forever into Great Lakes history. Indeed, as the song famously concludes, the legend truly lives on.